Hello students, I am Nidhi Markade, your science teacher. Today we are going to discuss the next part of our chapter 1, matter in our surroundings. In last video we have discussed about the definition of matter and some important physical features of matter, like matter is made up of tiny particles. Particles have some gap between them. Particles attract each other, particles are continuously flowing, etc. Now today we are going to discuss second another important topic, that is states of matter. Okay students, in previous classes we have already discussed about the states of matter. In general there are three states of matter: solid, liquid and gaseous state. So today we are going to start with the very first state, that is solid state. For this we will discuss some important characteristics. The very first characteristics is shape. Okay, to discuss shape, let us have an activity. Bring some articles like a pen, a textbook, or a wooden block. Take a drawing sheet, put all these articles on the drawing sheet, and with the help of pencil, sketch them. After sketching, we will observe that all the articles like pen or a book will have a definite shape and definite well-defined boundaries. Therefore, we can say that solid has fixed shape. Solid has fixed shape. The next point is volume. What do you mean by volume? The space occupied by any substance is known as its volume. And in case of solid, these are fixed. Let us consider a book. We know that book has a particular fixed shape. Therefore, definitely its volume will also be fixed, also be same. It will occupy the same space. The third point is rigidity. What is rigidity? The tendency of matter to maintain its shape when subjected to outside force. That means externally applied force. And according to me, solid shapes are always rigid. The next is fluidity. Fluidity, that means the property of matters, property of particles of matter to flow, and hence solid cannot flow. Therefore, there is negligible fluidity in solids. The next point is intermolecular force. So, dear students, according to shape, all the particles in solid shape are very tightly, very closely packed. Hence, the force between them will definitely maximum. And the next point, that is intermolecular space. So, according to the shape, we are observing that all the particles are very close to each other. Therefore, intermolecular space between the solid object is very, very little. Therefore, we can say intermolecular space is least. And the last topic is compressibility. What is compressibility? The property of matter by which the particles can be brought nearer. They reduce their volume by an external force. But in case of solid, it is negligible, as solid is very, very rigid. Therefore, cannot compressible. Discussing all these characteristics, you may ask some question that what about a rubber band? Can it change its shape on stretching? Is it a solid? Yes, it is a solid. Rubber band can change shape under force and regain the same shape after removing the force. Similarly, what about the sugar and salt? When kept in different jars, they take the shape of jar. Are they solid? Yes, of course, they are also solid. The shape of each individual sugar or salt remain fixed. Second state is liquid state. Again, we will have the same characteristics for liquid. The very first characteristic is shape. To understand the shape, let us have an activity. Bring some liquids like water, cooking oil, milk or juice with 100 ml measurement and pour them into different jars of different shapes one by one. What we will observe? Let us see. Observe that liquids have no fixed shape. They take up the shape of the container in which they are kept. Now the second point is volume. To understand the volume, let us consider 100 ml of any liquid, for example milk, in one container and transfer it into another container of different shape. Does the volume remain same? Yes, the volume remains same. Hence, volume remain fixed, that is 100 ml. Now the next point, rigidity and fluidity. We know that liquids are not rigid but they can flow. On the basis of this flowing tendency, we can say that we can conclude that solids, liquids and gases can diffuse into liquids. The rate of diffusion of liquid is high in comparison to solid. The next point, intermolecular force. By observing the diagram of liquid, we can say the particles have some gap between them. They are quite away from each other. Hence, the intermolecular force will definitely less in comparison to solid, but it will be more than gases. The next point, intermolecular space. As we are observing, particles are quite away from each other. Therefore, the intermolecular space in particles of liquid is greater than solid, but they are less than gases. The last point is compressibility. Liquids are compressed to some little extent comparison to solid. So, from above all characteristics, we can conclude that in the liquid state, particles move freely and have greater space between each other as compared to particles in the solid. Okay students, the third point, that is gaseous state. Again we will discuss the same characteristics for gaseous state. The very first point is shape. Okay, so gas has no fixed shape. Why? As by observing the diagram of gaseous state, we can conclude that all the particles of gases are very far from each other. That's why they are unable to create any shape. The second point, volume. Same like shape, gases do not have fixed volume. Why? Again the same reason, their particles are very far from each other and they cannot create any shape, even they do not have a fixed volume. The next point is rigidity. As they do not have any kind of shape, any kind of proper volume, so they are not rigid. The next point is fluidity. Yes, gases can flow rapidly as compared to liquid. For example, fragrance of incense sticks spreads in a room rapidly. The next point is intermolecular force. Yes, obviously it is minimum in case of gases, and intermolecular space, it is maximum for gases because particles are very far from each other. And the last point is compressibility. So, to understand the concept of compressibility, let us discuss an example. Take 300 ml syringe and close their nozzles by rubber cork. Okay. Now remove the pistons from all the syringes initially. Now leave one first series untouched. In second series, fill some water, and in third, some pieces of chalk. Now insert the piston back into the syringe and try to push the pistons in all the three. So, on pressing the piston downwards in all the three cases, we observed only in first case piston will move very easily in downward direction. Why? Because it contains gas only. So, in comparison to liquid and solid, gases are highly compressible. And LPG and CNG are the examples of compressibility of gases. Other than these features, there are two more features, that is kinetic energy and density. What is kinetic energy? The energy possessed by particles of matter due to their motion, and hence gases have highest kinetic energy. While density, what is density? The mass per unit volume of a substance is called density, and density of solid is highest as compared to liquids and gases. Thank you for listening the videos.